Hi, I'm Kate Kennedy, and I want to welcome you to the new home of the Boyce L. Ansley School. This is our beautiful urban oasis right on the corner of Ralph McGill and Cortlandt Street. We are directly across the street and up the block from our original home at St. Luke's Church. We have 12,000 square feet of state-of-the-art learning space for our young scholars. This was originally the home of the New Century School, and most recently it was the Renovation Church. We're thrilled to be here now and are glad to call this our home. We look forward to showing it to you.
Hi, I'm Kelly Wicks, and I'm the principal at the Boyce L. Ansley School. Welcome to our urban oasis located at 120 Ralph McGill, as Kate said. We're now entering the front gate of the school where the majority of the parents enter, and you're entering into what's known as the gardens and the playground. I'm standing right now at the entrance of our playground area, made up of a really gorgeous developmental structure that allows the kids to climb and run and jump all over it, in addition to all the gardens that spread out over the area. The gardens are made up of all sorts of plants, from herbs and fruits and vegetables to regular outdoor plants that the kids all help to tend to and take care of. Another really cool thing about having a playground like this is all of the gardening that the kids are doing. It's a really great connection, social, emotionally, really great for community, really great for STEM. So we get to integrate all of these aspects that are so important to our students and to our teachers and to our families into one central location.
Welcome to our school. You have entered now into the lobby entryway of our new building. You see up here on the wall, we have our motto, Beyond Circumstance. This is a powerful reminder for our scholars and our families when they come in that no matter what's going on in their world outside of school, no matter what their circumstance is, this is a place where they can live and learn beyond that circumstance and become the person that they want to become. So we are always excited to pass along this powerful statement to our scholars and our families. Right here you'll see we have the security desk where we have our security guard. He comes every day and protects us and keeps us safe. And then behind me is the Director of Operations desk, Asada Hatch. She takes care of all the daily ins and outs of the school. She works really hard. So we are glad to have Asada Hatch on staff with us.
So welcome to the heart of the school, made up of all of the classrooms that you see here in front of us. The school has a really cool industrial vibe to it, where they have big plate garage doors on the outside of every classroom that we can lift up as the teachers feel comfortable with the kids, so the kids can actually work into the classroom and they can work outside of the classroom. And the cool thing about these kinds of classrooms is that they're all multi-age, which means we've got a range of grades and ages within each of the classrooms. The premise or the philosophy behind the classrooms being multi-age with a range of abilities and grades in it, and having all of these shelves and a really wide variety of work, is to be able to track the individual child and teach to the individual child instead of teaching to the middle, which means that we sort of exclude our outliers, higher and lower students. So this enables each teacher to look at each individual child and play to their strengths while building up their weaknesses. So if you look around the room, you'll see a really wide range of manipulatives. You'll see a lot of movement in the classroom. Kids can work at their own individual tables, and they can work on the rugs. They can work outside, and you'll see that because developmentally that's where our kids are in terms of how they learn best. So the classroom isn't the only place where learning takes place here at the Boyce L. Ansley School. Hallways, walls, we take advantage of every opportunity and make it an extension of the learning environment. So here in the hallway at Boyce L. Ansley, we have our Aquaponics fish tanks. So the really great thing about this system of aquaponics that we have going on in the heart of our school is that all I have to do is feed the fish, and the fish feed all of the other plants. Right now, we've got some wheatgrass growing, and we have a pepper, and we have some Thai basil. But at any given time of the year, because we have all of these grow lights and because we have a constant source of water, we can grow anything from lettuce to herbs, vegetables, fruit, you name it, we can grow it in this really cool system that we have going. In addition to that really cool STEM aspect of the program, learning about sustainability, as we have tilapia that eventually we could grow and we could actually eat. It's got a really nice social and emotional power as well, as a lot of our kids come out here, sit in front, relax, and just watch the fish swim by. It also is great in terms of community. People are fascinated by it, as are the staff. So it's been a really great opportunity to bring all of us together, learn about science, grow socially and emotionally, and enjoy the benefits of having this kind of system in the school.
This is our multi-purpose room, and this is the first place that our scholars come in the morning when they arrive. They sit here and they have breakfast together and they have some fellowship together. They meet their teachers in here and just spend some time getting adjusted to the school day. Then from here, they leave and go on to their classrooms. They use a multi-purpose room throughout the day, or we can use it for staff trainings. The teachers will bring small groups in here. We have used it for parent meetings. So this has been a really great flex space that we did not have in our old space that we're very glad to have here at our new location. For me, this room, the therapy room, is one of the most exciting new rooms that we have in our space. We started out the Boys Hill Ansley School knowing that trauma care was going to be really important for our young scholars and their families. In prior years, we've had only a weekly therapist coming and working with some of the children in a very small space in the corner of the classroom. But now that we have this space, we have a full-time trauma play therapist on staff, and she has this room completely designated to her work with the young scholars. 100% of our children have experienced complex trauma and experience that trauma ongoing. Trauma can really affect the way a child advances in life, from their cognitive abilities to their abilities to relate to other people, to express and understand their own emotions. So once the children are able to meet with the play therapist, it really is just play for them. But through this method of therapy, our therapists can see how they express their emotions and can help them to find better ways to deal with how they're feeling so that they can go on and live a more productive life and that their educational aspirations can be met. We are very excited to have a play therapist on staff and this designated space for them to work with our children.
So welcome to our library. We're super excited to have this space. It was an unexpected donation that we got from a lot of different community sources. Other schools in the area that were either downsizing or getting new equipment. So 90% of what you've seen in this video has actually been donated to our school. Now this is the library, and most of the books that you see were also donated. This is Fluffball, who was also a donation to the school and has become a big part of our program, as are all of the animals that we have now and that we hope to get in the future. Our first animal was a bearded dragon that we named after our founder, Kate Kennedy, so that we have Kate Jr. now. We call him KJ for short. But also in addition, you'll see a whole bunch of science equipment that was donated thanks to the generosity of a retired principal and science teacher, James Vaughn. So Fluffball and I would like you to know and point out all the technology that we've been able to access this year. So we have quite a few students that access our program virtually. That's because of all sorts of reasons, but this enables us to deal with gaps in education that we weren't otherwise able to close. So you'll notice webcams and smart TVs in all of the classrooms, and you'll notice document readers, which have become daily tools that the teachers utilize to bridge any gaps that we might have between in-person learning and some of our students who can't get here on any given day. Welcome to the kitchen / staff room / future classroom. This is right now what we're calling the staff room, which is a really nice upgrade from where we were because we weren't able to have a room where the staff could come and learn and meet and even have lunch. But eventually the space that you see here will be a classroom, as will all of these different spaces that you saw here today, because in terms of our growth of growing one grade a year, we're going to need all of the space that we can get in order to meet our goal of going to 8th grade in the future.
We are here now in the Student Support Services room, and this is a really important part of our school. A lot of kids who don't go on to be successful academically and don't finish high school say that more parent support would have helped them to have a more successful academic journey. So here at the Boys Hill Ansley School, we want to support our families as they support their scholars in their journeys. We offer here in Family Student Supports the services of a full-time family liaison and case manager. She walks each of our parents through. She does goal setting with them. She helps them to connect to the resources they need for housing, for food, for financial aid. We also offer here on site in this room twice monthly family workshops. And in these Parent Academy workshops, the parents can come in, they can learn about the curriculum, they can learn about what their students are doing in class, but they can also do things like budgeting, vision boarding, professional development. Some of our parents have even worked here to get their GED. So we are excited to be able to offer this opportunity to our families because we know that as we support our families, we are better able to support our scholars. And we're proud to say that since we've been around, 95% of the Boys-Sell Ansley School families have achieved greater security in their housing. Kelly and I would like to thank you for joining us for this virtual tour of our school. We're looking forward to the day when we can have you here in person, but until then, we hope you got a glimpse of this amazing urban oasis that we've created right here in downtown Atlanta for our young scholars and their families. So we are so thankful to have you as members of our community, and we are always thankful for your support of us. So we look forward to seeing you again soon, and keep dreaming big with us for many years to come.